Hello tribe, welcome back to my channel, and this is another pick a card, your weekly reading. So just quick one before we start. By the way, whoever is new, I read from abstract, hence my abstract intuitive deck in front of you here. I would like to say I've got another Rebecca Campbell's deck over here that we will incorporate in the reading today. And those who had a private reading done with me, you know how I like to start with the Work Your Light Oracle deck. That is different deck, is this one, okay? And I like to tune into your energies first before we go and answer your questions. And I think the way Rebecca describes cards in her deck, it's just so brilliant that I try every time I do a private reading not to interpret her cards too much. So I try to read from the book and then add up to it, okay? So I think that's what we're going to do today as well in your weekly reading. And let's start with pile number 1. You have this intuitive card. Then pile number 2, we have this intuitive card. Then pile number 3, we've got this intuitive card. Then pile number 4, we have this intuitive card over here. So, you know, guys, I'm trying to give you more options this year because it's 2020, 4 choices. I hope it helps out and is a little bit more specific for you all. So I'm going to see you in the piles. Hello, tribe, whoever has chosen number 1. So I am using my Kipper deck, whoever will be asking, okay? So that's the Steampunk Kipper deck. And then we have Tea Leaf, and then I have my Steampunk Tarot over here. So those two vibe together. And we're going to read from the book, see what kind of energies you will have. So what I'm picking up for pile number 1, first off, it seems like someone will be daydreaming in pile number 1. And the way it's laid out, we have success and love. Then we have apple, which says temptation will test you. So you'll have some kind of temptation we're going to look at when it comes to romance. And then we have strength. Okay, so we're going to take a look at this a little bit more. And let's see. And I think I'm going to tune into this person, whoever will be tempting you, or maybe whoever you'll be tempting, right? So let's see, what is this temptation? That's for sure something to do with love and romance. Okay, tell us more, Tarot. Well, at the bottom of the deck, I just looked, we have 10 of Pence. So it seems like whoever this person is very family oriented, and also someone who's trustworthy, someone who wants to build legacy, and probably that is someone you are looking for as well. And you might come across someone 7 to 10 days from now. Okay, we have 2 of Swords popping, who does have similar or same values like you do. Okay, here we go. All right, so we have 9 of Swords and 2 of Swords. I'm going to show you cards. And then we've got 8 of Wands reversed. So let's see what's happening here. When it comes to being tempted in love, it seems like someone will not want to give in to this connection because someone has been burned before. You see what's happening here? Someone is going to be trying to listen to their gut and really think if that's the person that they want to invest time in. But past issues are coming back where it seems like one of you won't be able to stop thinking about the other, okay? And that's all about this temptation. And maybe some of you are like, you know what, I don't want to get into this energy where I can't get my head around what this other person is thinking. And maybe you will be like, you know what, I don't need it at this time because maybe I'm just a little bit imbalanced on my own, and I don't know if I want to start taking care of this lion over here, right? nearly said tiger, so I don't know, maybe for some of you that's your spirit animal, I'm not sure. But it seems like whoever this person will be, that's a very genuine person, okay? So let them take care of you, especially when it comes to really nice romantic gestures, okay? Because it seems like you're a little bit closed off. And you see this connection more like a temptation. Can I give into it or shouldn't I? And you'll be thinking about this a lot. So let's take a look at who this person is. As usual, you know, I like to be a little bit nosy when it comes to that. And this is your main thing in the reading, actually, because the card that you've chosen from the intuitive deck, for me personally, it represents heart matters and it represents soul connections. And then plus we've got this infinity sign over here, right? Symbol saying, well, there's going to be a connection that will be important. Let's see who that person might be. So we've got Page of Cups. I mean, I told you this is someone who's very sincere. We have Four of Cups. And we have a King of Cups. I mean, there is so much love, but this person might be, how you might see this person, you might be like, I don't know if they are actually being so nice, genuinely nice, or it's like they don't have a better option. I don't know why I'm picking this up, but it seems like you won't be able to believe that this person is actually like, hey, let me take care of you, okay, hey, let me help you, and whatever the gesture is gonna be super nice. So I would say allow this person, because King of Cups is the most loving king, right? This is someone who is a bit of a free-spirited person. They probably love water, because I mean, come on, look at these colors here, how much water vibes we have. And someone who tends to get bored easily themselves. This is someone who needs to be emotionally stimulated all the time, okay? And this is someone who does have a lot to share, so allow this person to share that with you. So at any time, if you'll feel like, even if it wouldn't be a romantic connection, okay, next week, if at any time you'll feel like, hey, you know what, I don't know, like I keep running circles in my head because of something, this is saying, hey, take a chill pill and allow to be healed. Ooh, look. You've got, from Rebecca, you have a card, Deep Cellular Healing. Let's read it now. I was about to read it at the very last, but I think this ties in so well together. Okay, let's see what she says. It says, your body knows how to heal. Healing is your natural state. Physical and emotional disharmony can be a reflection of how the world, inner and outer, has been out of alignment. If you are suffering from a mystery or chronic illness, don't allow yourself to think you've done something wrong. Today it's difficult to navigate our health. If this card has made its way to you, you are being called to focus on your healing in practical ways, to prioritize your health, to be kind and tender to your miraculous body, to give yourself the grounding and care you need, to put your body first, to nourish yourself as you would a newborn baby, to treat yourself with tender care. You may be called to switch things up with your body or your emotional well-being, to call in a team of helpers to support you in navigating any challenges you may be experiencing emotionally. I don't know if I can pronounce it right. Arcturians? Guys, don't kill me for that, okay? And my battery goes, oh, battery low. Let's just skip that word. Say it how you want it to say, okay? A galactic group of beings who have mastered deep cellular and emotional healing. They want you to know that it's possible to feel vibrant in your body and well in your skin, to have your cells return to effervescence and vitality, to find calmness and contentness, to have a soothed nervous system and tranquil heart. You see, and it's funny because we started with heart. This is heart, right? For me personally. So heart matters will be important when it comes to 7 to 10 days from whenever you're watching this video. And this is saying, hey, you know, it's all about allowing for yourself to be healed. And now we have someone who will show you this care. And I would say allow them to heal you in any way. Would it be advice? Would it be you accepting generous gestures from people in general, guys, okay? Because it seems like in your life what you've seen was a little bit difficult, and it might be difficult for you to believe that such people exist anymore, okay? So then next we've got Axe. It says forces working against you, and then we have Five of Swords. This is just like what cards want to say, hey, watch out for people who don't belong in your energy field and try not to get in arguments with them, okay? That's pretty much all that I see here, and I don't want to get in deeper, okay? You got the hint, you know what to do. Now, third card we have is thoughts. You see, and you will be in your thoughts a lot. So cards are vibing very much together here. And then you have 10 card. It says celebration, fun, enjoyment. So for some of you, you will be going somewhere with your colleagues or whatever gathering that is to do with work. Okay, there is some kind of collaboration. So for some of you, you might collaborate with someone, maybe not necessarily from work, but someone who does have the same vision that you do when it comes to your career, when it comes to your hobbies, okay? So this is saying, hey, go out and have fun, because it seems like you might tend to get stuck in your head a bit too much, and cards are saying let go, allow people to take care of you when you feel like you need to, right? And I think you'll have that phase at one point, and really trust in people a little bit more. That's what's coming through in pile number 1. I feel like you've been burned so many times by various people, not necessarily in love. Maybe people just let you down in life, and now you're like, you know what, when it comes to opening my heart again, I don't know if I can do so. And the only way to break down the walls is to start opening your heart and allowing people to take care of you. And it seems like for some of you, because we have 8 of Wands reversed when it came to that situation, maybe someone has ghosted you in the past, or didn't invest as much as you did, or relationship didn't move as fast as you wanted it to move. Therefore you go like, I don't know, maybe it's going to be the same scenario, because you have carried a lot of burden before, and you have seen, as I told you, unsuccessful relationships, not only in your life but maybe in other people around you, and all you want to have is this 10 of Pentacles that I showed you before, that popped up at the bottom of a deck. Okay, so your message here, pile number 1, is allow people in. 7 to 10 days from now, you'll have someone who will dearly want to show you love somehow through some kind of gesture. You will see how those walls, and you know, here when I said walls, I took a look at this card. Walls will start crumbling down the moment you kind of let loose, and you kind of stop being a little bit overprotective when it comes to your emotions. Okay, so best of luck the next week. Enjoy, have fun, allow people to love you, and I'm gonna catch you next week. Bye for now. Hello tribe, whoever has chosen the second intuitive card over here. Interesting. What's happening? At the bottom of the deck, we've got the moon reversed, which I love for you. Why? It's because it vibes very much with the first column here. So we've got living room, parting of the ways in either romance or business. Now don't get scared of this, okay? And then we have a magician. So this is the main energy we're gonna be looking at. I'll be digging a bit deeper into this, and I think a bit into the older woman or the younger woman, because both of them came out. Take a look at this. So we have older woman, and then I pulled younger woman. I was like, okay, so for some of you it's going to be someone younger, someone older, but you both guys groups are dealing with a woman. And funny fact, my Knight of Cups in this deck is a lady. So feminine is very important in this deck. But let's start from the beginning here. Why we've pulled the moon at the bottom of a deck is because you're getting clarity on something that you haven't seen before. Now, take it as it resonates, because for some of you, It's going to be dealings at work. For some of you, it's going to be dealings in your romantic life. So this is saying, hey, you will finally have clarity when it comes to this, okay? So someone will be sitting indoors thinking about this whole situation, and then bang, suddenly you have clarity that maybe this situation was never like you saw it to be, because moon talks about illusions when it's upright, when it's reversed. For me personally, okay, it says, hey, you finally gain clarity. And then it makes sense because we have the Magician. So we're gonna dig into this a bit deeper. Let's see what tarot has to say. What is the situation you're dealing with? But whatever the situation, it seems like you are releasing yourself from a job, for some of you, from maybe colleague, or for some of you from a partner. But whatever is happening here, it's clearance time, okay? I felt it, and I'm really happy for you guys. I know it might not seem like it, but the moment you'll have that realization that something is not working and wasn't working throughout this whole time, you just didn't see it that way, okay? You will be as happy as I'm feeling right now, okay? We have 8 of Wands. Let me shuffle some more, and I'm gonna put the deck on the desk, so we'll be pulling cards one by one, and I feel like I want to pull it from the bottom. I don't even know why, but let's just go with my gut feeling. I trust it. Okay, 1 second, I'm not ready. I don't feel like right cards are in. Okay, now let's take a look at this. Okay, so you see what's happening here? Whatever the situation, it seemed like someone might have tricked you before, or has kind of clouded your brain, and you didn't see it. And you finally will be stepping into this energy where you're like, wow, I haven't seen the situation in a way that, you know, when, a silly example, people fall in love, they have rose-tinted glasses on. When reality kicks in, then people start realizing that that person was an illusion created by their own heads. And that's what's happening here. And you will be standing your ground. You will be very much in your power. You'll be like, you know what? I don't want to do this. I know my values. Therefore, I'm moving on. And that moving on will be very exciting for you. I don't know why. Because it seems like someone hasn't been telling you everything that they should have before, okay? And for a lot of you, it's to do with work. It's to do with work and recognition. And you might be like, you know what? I'm not valued enough, or I'm not going to allow this behavior anymore. Therefore, I'm going to turn these upright. This is reversed because it hasn't happened yet. That's how I get it in this case, okay? And I'm going to start being my own winner, my own hero in a way, you know? And that's when we have strength, when you're stepping into your power, right? And when I looked at the Emperor, I looked at the Magician, and if you combine those two together, you have an energy of someone who wants to kind of trick you somehow, or not tell you the full truth. Maybe be sometimes people like that are a little bit manipulative too, or controlling, and you're releasing yourself from that. Let me see the top of the deck, what we have. The Hierophant. You know better. You'll know better, and you might be advised again by someone. So that's where this older or younger woman might step in. You might be counseled by someone, or someone might tell you some piece of information that you were not aware of before. Whoever this person is, they have your best interest at heart, and they will be the one who will be stepping in to somehow help you. Okay, we have 2 really genuine people here. For majority of you, this is someone who's older, but in a way it can be an old soul, older soul than you are maybe, okay? Then we've got 3, I love it, in combo with Wheel of Fortune. So your family matters will be on point, guys. And we're going to take a look at this because I want to dig in more a bit with the Wheel of Fortune. But I'm really picking up the numbers here and calculations in Wheel of Fortune. So it seems like some of you might be calculating your ways around your family life. You might be planning things. You might be getting documents signed. You might be, I don't know why I'm getting moving or traveling somewhere when it comes to family matters. So if you have it planned, you know this message is for you. Let me take a look at this, and I feel like I want a different deck. Weird. Okay, let's take the Triple Goddess Tarot and let's see what's happening with the family matters. All right. So let's see what we have here. We've got Nine of Wands. Something you've been working on for a while, and it feels like the luck will be on your side now, okay? The Two of Swords. You'll be drawn, I kept thinking, you'll be drawn to go somewhere. I don't know why. Four of Swords. So whatever the situation with the family matters, it seems like it's going to bring you peace after a difficult period of, you know, when you keep on working on something but you don't see the fruit of labor, and you'll be taking a step back in order to give yourself time to relax. So maybe some of you literally will go away for a weekend somewhere and kind of clear your head, or spend time with family, which will make you feel really relaxed. Said, right? So Hermit is reversed because I feel like this is talking about that hasn't happened just yet, and you might change your opinion, I think. So it's one or the other, guys. This is saying what's best for you is to allow yourself to relax, because you might be a little bit too much in your head when it comes to probably the situation where you had to leave someone or something behind. And it doesn't have to be like a big thing, okay? Sometimes we just say no to people just because we don't want to hang around with them anymore. So it can be a simple thing like that, but it seems like you'll be thinking about it for a while and you'll be like, gone, not for me anymore. See you later. I'll take care of my own self. I'll spend more time with family. Family is going to be very important for you guys, okay? We have the Emperor reversed, and we have the Eight of Swords reversed. So whatever the situation, it seems like you guys, I keep getting for you, you'll be taking some kind of a risk that allows you to free yourself and to finally feel in peace. Okay, I keep looking at this Four of Swords over here. Take a look at her. And now take a look at the Eight of Swords reversed. This person doesn't know what the heck they're doing, right? So it might have been you in the past, or it might have been someone else who's close to you, who's a little bit controlling maybe sometimes, okay? And you are releasing that, and you're like, hey, you know what? I am so chilled, zen, literally zen. So some of you will be drawn to listening to really chill music, spending more time with family. But family, you know, guys, as my mom says, family doesn't have to be your blood. We choose family throughout life, right? And it comes through friends. So, because sometimes we do have very troubled family relationships, and it's really hard to get away from toxic family members sometimes. Therefore, your family sometimes might become your friends. So don't take family as family for those who know that you have troubled family relationships. Take it as if your family that you'll spend time with will be your friends, because if you don't have that peaceful bond with your family, that doesn't suit you, because my Four of Swords is someone who does have this peace finally after a period of a bit of a mess, okay? So let's take a look at what this woman will bring you. Let me see how important she'll be in your life. Really? Four of Swords reversed again? So for some of you, this might be a family member, actually, this woman, okay? Or a very close friend. Whoever this is a very loving energy, as you can see already. So she might be bringing you that peace, okay? For some of you, it can be a father figure, or at least someone who knows what they're doing. They are very experienced, and we have the Magician pop in. Didn't we have a similar situation when I talked about the Magician and the Emperor, right? So look, it splits to two now. Actually, I'm getting a message here. For some of you, you might be taking a time off from that controlling or manipulative person, okay? Because that popped out again, Magician and the Emperor. Now, for some of you, this is not going to be the character that I talked about before. Because when I talked about the broken ring, okay, I had this energy of this manipulative a bit and trickster type of person. Therefore, you're deciding to leave that behind, whoever that might be, okay? And now for some of you, you might have someone who has similar traits to this other person, where they'll be like, you know what, I've met, not similar traits in a bad way, but in a way they have that, they understand them better. So to understand them better, they have to have some of it in them, but they won't be using it for worse, because this is someone who's super loving, and they'll be like, you know what, let me advise you about this, because I know how it is and I know I've been there. Maybe some of them were battling their own issues, some sorts, or maybe some of them were in some kind of relationship with a similar person. Whatever is happening for you guys, it seems like I wouldn't be surprised if you came back to me and you said, hey, you know what, I've made the best decision of my life. And now as I'm speaking, my head is hurting a little bit. So maybe some of you had maybe migraines recently, or headaches, especially when it comes to being around certain people. So now pay attention whom you're being drained from, because that's your body is telling you already, okay? Let's take a look at your energy. And it says, well, being courageous, right? Breaking something off. The courageous peony, not pony, definitely. It says, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen, and that's what you will be doing. And I think you'll surprise people by the decisions you'll be making, guys. Pile number 2. I can't shut up. I'm doing overtime because you have a very interesting scenario, and I'm rooting for you because that's going to be an amazing change. Let's take a look at what it says. As I said before, I'm not going to interpret it. I'm going to read about it. It says, flowers don't open and close according to who walks by. They embrace all of what they are and show it to the world around them. The peony doesn't try to compete with a cherry blossom, and the cherry blossom doesn't try to compete with a tulip. They own what they are and trust the timing of their true nature. You are being called to do the same. It's time to open yourself up to being seen. Time to share your incredible, multifaceted, true nature with the world around you. To uncover and reveal your soul's greatest gifts without wavering. To own your uniqueness without apology. There is a flower on this planet that holds the same qualities that your soul is redying itself to express. Let it inform you. You may have been taught that it's safer to keep your light hidden and your voice small, to hide behind the bushes instead of growing tall. The courageous peony is here to remind you that it's safe to embody all of who you truly are. It's safe to share your voice and let yourself be seen. At first, it may feel uncomfortable and you may be afraid of what others think. And see, that's where I was kind of getting with that broken ring. I keep looking at it. It's saying, hey, whatever the decision you will be making, it might be fearful a bit for you, but you'll be so sure where you're going that you'll be like, I don't care. I'm letting myself being seen, okay? It says, but with each passing day, it does become easier. Little by little, you realize that it draws in those who are meant for you, and experiences you've been longing for arrive at your feet. See what that's getting? Who are meant for you. You realize that it draws in those who are meant for you, and someone isn't meant for you, or a job isn't meant for you, or some kind of activity maybe isn't for you. Therefore, you'll be stepping into your own power. Pile number 2. I mean, this was very powerful because I kind of felt it even. It's not, this reading is not like, we'd pull a tower card and then it will be like, oh my God, you're going for a shift. Okay, this is much more than that. This is saying, not in the worst scenario, okay? This is saying, hey, that even smallest decision that you'll be making to break away from something 7 to 10 days from now, you can't even realize what kind of different person you'll become. And it not might seem at first, but check in on yourself 2 weeks after you made this decision, because before that, before making this decision, it's a bit like an awakening. You'll be getting a lot of information from above and you won't get it. Therefore, you'll have to spend time somewhere indoors or in a quiet room. For some of you, I see you sitting in a dark room, okay? And you'll be like, what is it? And maybe some of you, you will be writing things down, or you did already, what you want gone from your life. And it's going to be actually happening for you guys, okay? So enjoy. Enjoy and be courageous and do whatever feels right for you, because you'll be feeling it 7 to 10 days from now whenever you're watching this video. So I hope this made sense, and I'm gonna catch you next week. Bye for now. Hello tribe, whoever has chosen pile number 3. So we've got an interesting scenario, and I think I'm gonna have to dig a bit deeper into this. So from the steampunk keeper, we have expectation and main man over here, okay? Then we've got, funny fact, because my intuitive card is talking about the feminine. So So there's gonna be some kind of interaction between the feminine and the masculine here. Okay, we're gonna take a look at this. Then we have fair man, and it says, don't take fair man as, it has to be someone who does have blonde hair or gray hair. Just take it as a masculine energy, I'd say. Okay, it says dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. Whoever feels like that suits your scenario, go ahead and apply it. We've got whale. It says great worry over nothing. And we have a stubborn, aggressive person. We'll be taking a look at what these mean. Now, when it comes to the whale, okay, I feel like this is happening or just have happened already, where you realized or very soon realize that whatever is worrying you right now the most, especially when it comes to communication, when it comes to communicating with people and expressing your thoughts or emotions or opinion in general, or maybe some of you just do have blogs, vlogs, or YouTube channels, whatever it is, some of you might be a writer. This is saying you are worrying over nothing. All is good. You don't have to be stuck in your head, okay? And I'm gonna leave it there because this is just a blunt message saying, hey, stop doing that. All is good, okay? You might not be seeing it from that way yet, but you will be, okay? Then we've got the moon when it comes to the fair man. I feel like I want to dig into this fair man a little bit, but before we do so, take a look at this. This is representing you guys. This says, hey, you've been expecting, and I feel like it goes very much with that man, because I do take these cards in columns, okay? You've been expecting a man to come towards you, or I don't know, to communicate with you, or it can even be someone from your family or friends, doesn't matter. Whoever that masculine is, and maybe it hasn't been happening in the way you want it to. And maybe you have been waiting for a while, but the core issue here is, this is saying, hey, but you don't see your worth. You are much better than what you think of yourself. And maybe that is why, maybe that's the blockage, maybe that's the issue. And the universe goes, hey, we want you to firstly realize that you're beautiful, you are a package, before we allow those expectations to come. Now, for some of you, this is that man who is insecure himself. Okay, so this is saying whoever, on whichever end you are, guys, this is saying self-worth will be important to work on. Okay, so let's dig a bit deeper here. Let's see what that masculine energy will bring us. So let's take the Kipper deck and let's see. What will this fair man bring us? Okay, 4 of Wands. It seems like you might be talking about home environment with this person, or maybe some of you whoever is in connection, when it comes to romantic connections, it seems like you will be planning something when it comes to your home environment. You might be decorating, you might be planning where it is that you want to go, because that's what it seems like will be happening here. Maybe some of you want to change the domestic environment, okay? And you might have a clash with someone saying like, hey, no, I want to go that way. No, I want to go that way. And there's going to be a bit of a discussion here, okay? I feel like one of you is someone who is very stubborn. So if that's you, you know that's going to be you who will be like, nope, 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 okay? I want to go that direction. So let's see what else is going to be happening here. Okay, so when it comes to this energy, this interaction with the opposite sex, I will say, I won't continue saying man, okay, because we have female and male connection here. This is saying that whatever the connection, you will be exchanging ideas equally, meaning there's going to be an equal give and take. But especially when it comes to home environment, I don't know what it is, what you're planning, guys. If you need money, you will be helped, okay? If you need to borrow money, or if you are in trouble with money but you don't want to tell anyone, you will get unexpected help. Someone is going to be generous towards you, okay? We have this Four of Swords reversed. Let's see what that's talking about. And the Moon. So it seems like some of you have been a bit uneasy when it comes to this connection of some sorts, and you might have been stuck in your head. We have two moons here, you or them, okay? Stuck in your head in illusions world. This is saying, hey, come back out of this cycle. Everything is better than you think. Okay, so whatever you think, guys, that is a bit negative here, this thing, it's all the illusion. Everything is actually much better than you think it is. All right? Yeah, Five of Pentacles reverse is saying it's not as bad as you think. So some of you who is troubled by money, this is saying it's going to be better. Maybe you don't see how much you have and you concentrated on how much you don't have. It's going to get much better in the future, and you do have people taking care of you, I'm seeing here, okay? It's not that you are alone, guys, in whatever trouble that you might be going through right now. You are stuck in your own head and you don't realize it sometimes, okay? And that is why I said before, get out of this cycle, because it doesn't get you anywhere. You have a lot of illusions over here, okay? This is saying, hey, it's not as bad as you think. You sometimes put yourself in situations like that, therefore you attract that. And now is your chance to get out of this cycle, okay? I told you there is a connection, right? There's going to be a very important connection between two people. Let me take a look at how that will be. And I think some of you will be talking about travel plans, or going somewhere, or visiting one another. Whatever the connection, okay, it seems like someone wants to travel to see someone, okay? I need to see you. I don't want to wait around. Let me pack my bags and go. Okay, let's see. I want to pull from the bottom of a deck. Well, I told you about finances, right? You're gonna get help. You're getting help here. We have Knight of Cups reversed and the High Priestess. Okay, so what this is saying, someone has been intuitively feeling very much some kind of connection, okay? So this is talking about those really, really high soul connections. Therefore, maybe it has been a little bit difficult for one of you, and only because there might be distance between two of you. The Knight of Cups is a really good card, even if it's reversed, especially when we have Two of Cups next to it. I mean, come on, okay? This is saying, hey, I am bored of expecting and waiting for whoever this person is. I would want to see them now. And I think you're gonna have chats with someone about this travel of some sorts, because someone wants to show affection that they couldn't show before. Even if you don't have any travel plans, this is saying whatever the situation, one of you is very intuitive, by the way, whatever the situation, it seems like if you have been emotionally separate with someone, it's going to be slowly coming back on track, okay? And it doesn't have to be romantic when I'm saying opposite sexes, okay? It can be friend you haven't seen for such a long time, and he was there to your heart, or she was there to your heart. Whoever this person, it seems like you feel very connected with on another level, Okay. Whew. Right, guys. Okay, then. I've mixed one card up. Okay. Put it here. Now, let me see what your overall energy will be. And we have this beautiful card, Water Your Garden. And it says nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. Isn't this lovely? I mean, I love this deck so much. Let me see. Let me find the page because I've forgotten completely to open it up before I started. 120. And I'm just gonna read about it. I always like to read from the book only for this deck because it's just beautiful. So it says, Earth is a seasonal planet, and as such, you are a seasonal being. Cyclic. You can't be on and in full bloom month after month, day after day. You are strongly being called to put on the brakes, rest and refuel, to take a moment to restock and replenish and slow right on down. Your body is the only body you are given, and it needs to be respected as such. You are being called to take responsibility for your well-being, to put your health and body first. So guys, intuitively, right, and not even intuitively, take a look at this. Someone might be overworked, or someone is not taking care of their own body as they should. And that's your hint over here, especially if you've been sick lately. I know it can feel like time is running out, and as if there are urgent things that simply can't wait. However, if you keep pushing on, soon fatigue will set in. This way of living isn't sustainable. If anyone continues to race through life, eventually they will reach exhaustion, and it will take longer to recover than it would have done to rest. Immune system disorders and mystery illnesses are becoming more common because we are putting too much pressure on our bodies to keep up with the instantaneous pace of modern life. And I can so fully relate to this, guys. How are you being called to put on the brakes? Why I want to say brackets, guys? I don't know what's wrong. To rest, restore, and rejuvenate. When was the last time you took a holiday or had a full weekend, day, or afternoon off? Look after your precious body and mind. Give yourself enough time to recover when you find yourself running on your reserves. There is enough time. Life will bend toward you when you do. And doesn't this just go together so beautifully with this moon card? She's very young when you look at her in real life, but she looks at herself as if she was very old. She's tired and overworked. Whoever needs to hear this message, this is saying, guys, give yourself a break, okay? Life will not run away. You are, whoever has picked this pile, guys, you are so stubborn, okay, when it comes to work mode sometimes, and that's talking about you for most of you, I think, that you're like, I need to keep on going and I can't let it go. And this saying, hey, it's time to take a chill pill because we have the whale in the middle, great worry over nothing, right? You tend to put yourself in such situation where you don't benefit from it, okay? And also when it comes to connections too, I think some of you do have to understand that it's something I'm intuitively getting, that someone has put someone on pedestal and it's not what it seems. So it seems like two people are fascinated by one another's talents or one another's brain or whatever it is, but they don't see it that way. They both think that the other is better, and it's just so confusing for both of the people. So if you feel like you want to compliment someone next week or just tell them what you think, that's going to be very important for you guys because you'll have to speak your truth. Okay, I love this card. It's all about communication. It's all about writing things down or texting or just expressing yourself instead of doubting. Okay, so if you feel like you're being drawn to texting someone, hey, this, you have done a great job, or hey, I really like this and that about you, go ahead and do so. And then you're gonna see how those interactions, those connections will change from the image in your head to reality. There's gonna be a big shift, because once you will communicate, you'll realize that things were not as you imagine them to be. They will be much better, a bit like in this card over here. Okay, look at this woman. I mean, this is just, it just sums it all up. Okay, and give yourself rest, especially those who are sick right now. When you're watching this video, I feel like I keep hearing 2 people. I don't know why, not many, but you need to allow yourself and don't feel guilty when you're resting. Pile number 3s, yeah, 3s, because even if you're resting sometimes but your brain is too active, you're not really resting, you're still draining your body energetically. Okay, so how do you find this peace sometimes when you feel like you need to? And really give yourself that break time. If you feel like you want to go and see something like a movie or something, go ahead and do so. But connections are very important for pile number 3 when it comes to 7 to 10 days from now, and expressing your opinion about certain concerns or certain people, whatever you think that will be an issue in your head, whatever will be an issue in your head, know that for pile number 3, it's not like that whatsoever. You are being a little bit too much, too critical about yourself, and everything is much better. And if you told people, let's say, how the way you see yourself, they'd probably laugh in your face and say like, no, like, I see you this very inspirational, amazing person, and I don't know where you're getting this from. Okay, so someone needs to hear that, guys, from pile number 3. And I'm gonna catch you next week. Bye for now. Hello people, whoever has chosen pile number 3. By the way, if you have picked any other pile before, I'm not using microphone for pile number 3 because my phone is dying and I needed to plug the charger in. Okay, so just saying. Now, this is like, what? Literally, guys, I was pulling cards and I was like, what the hell is going down for pile number 3? Look, we have success in love, spiritual love, 10 of Cups. What's up? This is the best pile out of all 4. And I think it's one of the strongest piles when it comes to relationship. And it doesn't, sometimes, guys, when I'm telling you relationship and, you know, love is not only about romantic love. So take whatever you like from this reading. But I'm gonna be talking about romantic love because, I mean, come on. Okay? Come on. So, where do I start? Right. I'm going to tune into, this is very straightforward, so I don't have to talk about it much. Therefore, I want to tune into the something false card because this is talking about your past, guys, over here. And for me, how I'm picking this up, you are now able to recognize false connections. And maybe before you were not as good in it. And now you're like, I'm very protected when it comes to false things. Now I can see through things. For some of you guys, I feel like you can read, you know, people very easily. I wanted to say read minds. I don't know, some of you might be. But now we have a tower. Don't take this tower. It's a very different tower, okay? Like in tarot, it says solid foundation, success with effort. And then we've got bang, 10 of Cups over here. And it's talking about when it comes to your past, something false. I'm gonna check in, but it's talking about you knowing what's right and wrong, which maybe before you were not able to pick it up as easily. Okay, let me see what that was talking about in the past. Okay, so now you're able to recognize people who are not meant to be in your life, who bring too much drama in your life, who are competitive in maybe sometimes unhealthy ways, who are not listening to listen to you, but listening to reply. And now you're like, hey, from now on, I am choosing people who are there to hold my hand throughout this journey of life. Okay, and throughout these 7 to 10 days, guys, brace yourself for love and connections, especially one. And I'm gonna tune into this a bit more because this is very exciting and I just wanna spill the tea for you. What's happening here is we have success in love. By the way, number 6 or 7 might be important for some of you, okay? And then we have spiritual love and 4 of swords. You know how I'm picking this up? This is saying you will be so connected to someone that someone might be dreaming of you, or you might be dreaming of someone. And now, for some of you, this might be a sign for your future. So as I like to say to people, pay attention to your dreams and write things down to the detail. If you do have time, not everyone has time for this, especially those who dream a lot. Pay attention to everything in a dream, and if you can, write it down. And I've done this before when I actually had time in my life. Okay, and then I look back. I think a year passed. I look back at the dreams that I had the exact same month, and what I was able to do, I have realized that I predicted my own future without even realizing, okay? So sometimes it can be on the same, by the way, pay attention to number 4, pile number 4, okay? It can be sometimes the same date. It doesn't have to be the whole year, okay? It's very unique for all of you guys. It can be the same date. So let's say if you have dreamt of something on the 4th month, and something has happened, and you may be very drawn to taking a look at your diary of dreams. Let's say, take a look at all 4s or dates that add up to 4. Okay, so be a little bit of your own investigator, because you are already here when it comes to kind of sensing bullshit in in people, or just false situations in general. Okay, I feel like whoever this person is over here, you already kind of know who that might be, especially if you have dreamt of something very specific. And I'm not talking about you dreaming of an actual person. Now, this is not it. I'm talking about dreaming something very connected to this person. Would it be the hobby? Would it be the, I don't know, spirit animal of theirs, if you know that? Would it be certain detail in their... in the way they dress, or something of their accessories? It's something about that, because the spiritual connection is deep here. I mean, I don't think I ever had such a strong pile, especially when it comes to love readings. And this is not a love reading, and we have this intensely strong connection. And I think some of you might even be communicating through dreams or telepathically. Okay, so whoa, we're gonna be digging into this person. You know, I'm nosy when it comes to this, and see what kind of personality we have and what's happening on their side. But whatever it is, it seems like for some of you, might have been closed off for a while, taken from the intuitive card that you've picked, and you maybe didn't want to have any soul connection anymore. Maybe you have been tricked by this whole, twin flame thing, because I know a lot of people, that is why I made a video on it, who have been tricked into the twin flame thing, and I think no one can really tell you who the twin flame is apart from yourself. And I don't think, especially when it comes to general readings, guys, you shouldn't take that information for granted. Only for twin flames I'm talking, because this is very serious, okay? Twins are very serious, and it shouldn't be thrown around a lot. Now, for you guys, you will be feeling this connection much more than anything else you felt before. So ask yourself, what makes you feel such way? Who makes you feel such way? Now, for some of you, it doesn't have to necessarily be this love connection. It can be connection towards where you walk in. So this is tuning into your life path already. Okay, take a look at this. We have 7 of Swords. I'm not reading it as 7 of Swords here because of the egg, and I'm reading them like this, okay? And isn't that funny how the 7 of Swords has this line over here, and how my intuitive deck has the same kind of boundary over here too. Funny, hey? And this is saying, as I said before, being protective or putting boundaries, right? Being a little bit like, not for me, not for me. So that's what you leaving behind, you guys. And a bit, it's coming from that something false card. But now it seems like you might start opening up and tuning into a different vibration. Excess, success assured with good plans and hard work. And now some of you might be intuitively feeling very much, where is this path that you've been looking for that you want to go to? So you might suddenly start doing something related to your life path. You might suddenly have this renewed energy about you when it comes to, pay attention to the energies, guys. Electricity might switch off, or light bulbs might be flickering, or phone might not be working as it was before. Laptops, pay attention with that, because universe will be telling you something, especially when you'll be connected to this thing or this person. So let's see, if we're talking about life path, once you'll start doing some kind of research, or you'll be reading random article or whatever it is, scrolling through internet and just being interested in one thing, pay attention when electricity or everything starts being funny. Where did your screen stop on? Okay, what did you think just before this happened? What were you interested in? Because it seems like you'll be very much connected to your energies here. Now, when it comes to this other person, when it comes to connections, we're going to take a look at who they are. And I'm going to be using the Steampunk Tarot. By the way, whoever was asking, this is Steampunk Keeper deck, okay? Who is this person you're connecting with? Page of Pentacles. It seems like this is someone who's very curious, and they are curious about you, and you might be curious about them, and it works both ways. Okay? Someone who is a little bit maybe closed off and very mysterious. So mysteriousness is your clue. This is not someone who will be very straight in your face. They'll be very observant, okay? Knight of Cups, okay? One more. This is someone who is very loving. Really. I wasn't taking those up reverse, right? Because I'm talking about personality, and I didn't feel it in this pile. I did it in the last ones, but in yours I was like, not feeling it. So isn't that, this is effed up, guys. What the heck? Let me know, whoever is connecting with the soul connection, because things will be intense. I told ya. I told you, right? Take a look at these cards, man. And also the spiritual love. So it seems like someone is connecting with your, I'm just gonna dare to say that, with your future partner. All right? Whoever is in connection, your connection will be on point. But if you are in connection already, what I mean by connection, if you are married, happily married, or in a happy relationship, right? This is not the message for you. Your message is about your life path. You get it? This is you connecting very closely to where it is that you want to go, okay? What it is that you've been looking for. You finally found it. You're going to feel very blessed. You're going to be feeling very emotional about this experience, and you'll be like, wow, this is miracles. I never thought I'll get to this place. And for some of you, it might be as simple as, getting a grasp of this life path, or getting a grasp of who this person is, and you're gonna have this bang moment, like, okay, I get it now. But for you guys, why this is happening? Because it seems like you have a big pair of balls, pile number 4, okay? It doesn't matter, you male or female. You are very strong-willed, but not in a cocky way. You've been through a lot, but this has taught you how to be kinder, not cockier, Okay, this has taught you how to open yourself up to people, those who you feel like you trust. And that's going to be important. Let's take a look at your energies here for the week. Star ancestors, I mean, look, even your ancestors, this is very dreamy for me again. Even your ancestors seems like they might be talking to you through dreams. Pay attention to your dreams, guys, as I told you before. Hidden secrets, right? Well, lost wisdom. Look a little deeper. I think this is the deepest pile I've done in a really long time, guys. Sorry, guys, we got cut off. Well, your pile is a bit intense. I don't blame ya. So let's see. We've got Star ancestors. Let's read about it. It says, the ancients knew much more than we do about our connection with the stars. Their pyramids, temples, and other places of worship, created in precise alignment with the stars, exist in all corners of the world. What if this ancient wisdom is available for you to uncover now? You're being called to think and listen with your ancient heart and soul, to tap into the part of you that remembers and knows. All ancient secrets are whispered forever in your ears. All mystic knowing blooms in your heart. All potent power pumps through your veins. You are being invited to step into your ancient knowingness, to be held by the rememberings of the star ancestors, to look a little deeper. If you are feeling stuck, you are being called to do something different, to change your point of view. Creativity happens when we put together two things that don't belong, when we do the unexpected. So often a creative solution is right in front of us, but because we think the same thoughts and act the same way, we missed what's in open. Now, I've got to stop you here, because the moment I read the part of, but because we think the same thoughts and act the same way, this is something that Joe Dispenza would tell you. And I keep telling you guys, if you wanna change your future, you would be very beneficial. It would be very beneficial for you to listen to Joe Dispenza, okay? So I don't want to give you a video of any sorts, because what I want you to do is type in YouTube Joe Dispenza and click on the video that you're being pulled towards to. And you're going to have a message over here, because literally as I read that, this was as if this was coming from his mouth, because he'd also say something about you being called to do something different, to change your point of view. So it's all about you creating a new future by thinking in different ways. So he'd say, hey, if you're thinking the same thoughts from yesterday, the week before, year before, you are the same person. How can you create a new future? And I think you're going to find it very interesting, especially those who will start practicing his meditations. You're going to see the difference, okay? If you want to know, I would recommend the book that is, my mom actually said, oh my God, this book nearly changed my life. One book is called, by Joe Dispenza, Placebo. You Are the Placebo. And the other book is called, that I could recommend, it's, what is it called? Becoming Supernatural. Okay, so he has a lot of good stuff. I would really recommend it for you guys here, because I see how you are. And I think that would really suit your vibe, okay? I've been hooked on Joe for a while now. And whoever reads or listens to him, take something out of it, okay? It says, you are here to remember and uncover ancient secrets and transmissions, technology and wisdom that are so needed on the planet right now, to unlock your soul's memories of a time when we lived in harmony on earth, and one day will again. So whoever you are, pile number 4, you are super talented, super inspirational, and you have more power that you hold within you than you think. And I would say explore it. You're going to have this time given to you. There's going to be some kind of opportunity through a person, through something you see on the internet, through your ancestors, through your dreams. You're going to be given this opportunity to deepen your knowledge somewhere, to come together with someone who is also very powerful somehow, will be very powerful in your life, okay? And I wish you best of luck, pile number 4, because I see really, really good things happening for you. Please remember to pay attention to your dreams, especially when it comes to 7 to 10 days from whenever you're watching this video. And I'm gonna catch you next week. Bye for now.